I lost my job. I can't afford rent. I want you, like...
Hey, sure.
Here we are.
Let's see what we got going on inside, because they've been out of here for 2 months. Oh my God, it's the smell. Oh my God. They had a dog here that just destroyed it. Ow, oh God. Hey, my dryer is broken. It doesn't work. What's going on? Come fix it, landlord. Nobody takes care of them. Keep that in mind if you guys get into partnerships. We'll turn this unit in 7 days, but it sat for 2 months. I think a 2-bedroom that a tenant just moved out of. Actually, when I say just, so it's been vacant for 2 months, they just sent us a message and they're like, oh, I lost my job. I can't afford rent. I'm not paying rent this month. And I had already moved out. I think a 2-bedroom that a tenant just moved out of. Actually, when I say just, it's been about 60 days, so it's been vacant for 2 months. They just sent us a message and they're like, oh, I lost my job. I can't afford rent. I'm not paying rent this month. And I had already moved out. My property manager right back, I'm like, hey, like whenever that happens, you know, like give them Hamilton County Job and Family Services phone number, because there are programs that will help them. We can help you get your rent paid for a little bit until you're back on your feet. Because believe it or not, like no landlord wants to evict somebody. It's a bigger pain in the butt to evict them than to leave them in there and get them help to get back on their feet. And she just wrote back. She's like, it's too late. I appreciate it. I already moved out. There's some stuff left behind. Thank you for everything, or whatever. And then that was like 2 months ago. And I'm like, okay, well, whatever. I don't want to think about it. I don't want to mess with it. So today we're going to go take a look at that unit and see exactly what a little bit of stuff behind looks like.
All right. Here we are. It's always a good sign.
We're off to a bad start. So the door lock looks like it's been
pried off.
Yeah, looks like it's been trying to get pried off. Let's see what we got going on inside, because they've been out of here for 2 months. Oh my God, it's the smell.
Is that a candle right there?
First thing we need to do is get this thing rekeyed. So I need to get my locksmith out here, put new keys in there. This carpet was brand new when they moved in. Oh my God. Look, just tart juice in the bathroom. I mean, they just like left everything. It's part of the game. I mean, this is like I said, it's been empty for a minute. TV. Things I'm looking for are like the blinds. Like they seem to always get destroyed. In this case, they're not. The very first thing that needs to happen needs to be me coming down and looking at it, which is happening. The next call that I have to make, it has to be my trash out person, because I just need to be able to see what's happened in here. Like I just want to like see everything, because sometimes when there's stuff everywhere, it's hard to really get a grip on what needs cleaned and what needs replaced. Like this carpet, I mean, you can tell this was brand new. This was literally brand new carpet, and they had a dog here that just destroyed it. This building here too, back in the day, I never used to take these out, and I never used to replace these with regular new door locks, and I would Bondo this and replace it, but it's the way it is here, it's fine. You just gotta decide what you're gonna do and what you're not gonna do. You don't need to do everything. All right, we got snacks in the pantry, guys. Rigatoni, I don't know, for shots. I mean, this is a nice kitchen. I mean, like looking back, I would have went bigger uppers, but I'm obviously not going to do that now. This just needs screwed. This is all new. Like if I really wanted to dress it up, I'd run crown molding. I would put in a corner piece here to hide that. It's a blank, but didn't happen. We'll see what's in the fridge. Rule number 1 when going in vacant houses, if the power is off, do not ever, ever, ever open the fridge, because it's going to smell disgusting, because they probably have rotten. Let's get a fridge review.
Oh, it's not bad.
Guys, it's not that bad. They even left me some Chick-fil-A barbecue sauce. That was very nice of them.
That's like $6.
Yeah.
There's an Alani in there, mac and cheese.
Yeah, we got a little bit of everything. That's all what I like to call garbage. So in here, blinds are one of those things, and it sounds terrible as a landlord, because I always finish my places as if I was moving in. I'd always do laundry, washer and dryers. I'd always do blinds. I would do curtains. I would do all of this stuff. And then it's like after years of being a landlord, people just break everything. And then they're just like, we need all this fixed. And again, I'm like referencing the blinds, because like this is one of those things I was always 50-50 on if I continue to do them, because they always get destroyed. I can tell you, like for all the bad stuff they did, the blinds are in good shape. So that's nice. All right, let's go look upstairs. We got not a ton of stuff. Look at this thing. Ow. Oh, God. right into that. I don't usually bump my head into things.
Why did you smell that?
To see if there was weed in it, because it's a little weed grinder. They put the weed in there, and you do the other top, and you can grind the weed so you can Little joints and blunts.
Wouldn't know anything about that.
I know you wouldn't. I heard about it from a friend. Guys, let's see if there's anything good in here.
This is how Julius actually makes his money.
I know. Man, I've never found any cool treasures in any house. Like, I sold this one house on Snyder in Goshen. We wholesaled it. The guys that bought the house from us that we wholesaled, they found money under the floorboard there. And they wouldn't tell us how much it was, but they said they found more money in the floorboards than they did flipping the house. And they had made like $25,000 on the house. So I'm guessing they probably found like 30 or 40,000. Is it creaking?
Mm-hmm.
Oh God. All right, let's go back here. So this is a 2-bath unit. This unit rents for $13.95. It's been empty for 2 months. So that means I've lost about $3,000 in rent of it just sitting here. So now I'm gonna spend about $1,000 getting it all cleaned and trashed out. Paint touch up and just like miscellaneous stuff will probably be about $1,500 to get it back to market. And then I think we could really get it marketed by November 1st. And right now it's October 15th. I'm gonna make some calls. I'm gonna get guys in here just to get this all cleaned out. Since we gotta do the trash anyway in the front yard. Sometimes the way it is the way it is. If they don't like that, like there is home ownership where they can buy a house and customize it.
What's up, buddy?
Yo, what are you up to?
Not much. About to go waiting on a job I sort of did this morning, but the customer was 2 hours late and told me sorry. I'm like,
Oh man, well, hey, I got a place over on Grand, 532 Grand, that the tenant just like left. They just like moved out one night and they left some stuff. It's not too bad. I think the biggest thing is a mattress and a full-size frame. But
okay.
you got time to come over here and look at it and just give me a price just to get all the crap out of here?
Okay, you over there now?
Yeah, but I got to go here in a minute. I can text you the address and how to get in.
All right, cool. We'll do all that and I'll let you know. Just tell me, how about this moving forward? You just tell me your budget and I'll just do it for your budget.
Man, you don't have to do that. I want you like.
Hey, Jerry. Long story short, so we can't keep going through the same thing.
Okay.
I need you to be able to save money to keep buying stuff so I can be a business too. So when I'm giving you stuff, I don't care about that. Keep buying shit so you can. I need you out there free. Okay, so if you got a budget, you doing a lot. You dealing with you doing a lot. So we could work together. But
I got you, Rock.
on certain
All right.
properties, just talk to me.
All right,
Cool.
let me figure it out, man. I'll figure it out. I'll text you.
Cool, and I could be in tomorrow to get it out the way for you.
Cool. All right, thanks, Rock.
All right, gotta go.
Yep, see you, man. Bye. Cool. All right, well, like I said, I was probably thinking $700 to take all this stuff out because I think this will be. So here, let me show you how I'll work this out real quick. So Rock owns the trash out company. Rock, he's got to pay for his truck, his trailer, all that kind of stuff. So Rock's about $60 an hour. $60 an hour. He's going to get a helper. He's probably going to pay his helper $20 an hour, but he's going to want to make money on that helper. So I'm going to value that helper at $30 an hour. So Rock can make an arbitrage, get a spread on that. So we'll say helper $30 an hour. So that puts us at $90. I'm just going to round up and say $100 an hour. $100 an hour in labor to get everything out of here. Now, this should take 2 people 2 hours at the most. I'm going to say 3 just to be extra cautious. So 3 hours times 3. That's $300 in labor to get this stuff out. Now, he's gonna have to drive it to the dump, pay dump fees, and dump all that. Dump fees are about $125, so plus $125. Plus, we'll say $100 for gas, puts us at $525. And then I'm gonna say, now remember, we've already built in his hours to get paid. We've included the dump fees, we've included the fuel and all that. So if we're at $525, just add an extra $100 on there, just for him as like a company on top of that. And we've added his overhead. So like it's pretty fair. So I'm gonna tell him about $650 is the budget to get all this stuff cleaned up in this townhouse. Then after Rock comes in and gets everything out, then I'll call Jonathan to come out and just say, paint everything that needs painted. And luckily this is one of those units where I'm looking around, I painted everything the exact same color, like the walls, the trim, the ceiling, the doors, it's all PPG, eggshell, delicate white. So when we touch it up, I'm just gonna be like, hey, like any of this stuff you have to touch up on this wall, touch up this whole section here, touch up in one coat and be done super quick, which will look nice. The key to when you're doing that though, and you're buying one color for everything, is buy your paint at the exact same place every time. Because one PPG one Home Depot, one whatever, even though it's the same kind of paint, their mixers are calibrated a little bit different. And when you're dealing with whites, there's like 100 different shades of white, and you don't want to get it off a little bit, because just being off a little bit will completely screw up everything. So go to the same place over and over and over again whenever you're buying your paint to avoid that headache. See, these washer and dryers here were brand new when I bought them. Look at that. Then you get a maintenance call. Hey, my dryer is broken. It doesn't work. What's going on? Come fix it, landlord. This is why I stopped providing washer and dryers, is because nobody takes care of them. When they don't own them, they destroy them. They will not clean the lint. It'll break. They'll overflow the washer, overflow the dryer, and then it's a maintenance issue. So what I'm going to do now is when I put this up for rent again, I'm going to tell whoever moves in, you guys can buy these and own them forever for $250 for both. $250, have them forever, and I will never service them. They're all yours. You can do whatever you want. And if they say no, I'll put them up on Facebook Marketplace and sell them. Or I might just be like, just take them. I don't even care. You can just take them, get them out of my life. I don't even care. But I will not provide washer and dryers. I will always provide the hookups though.
So how long were they here?
They were only here for like 4 months.
Really?
Yeah, and my leasing agent, I mean, we pre-qualified them. They met income. They met every piece of criteria. And then they did this. I'm sure there's like a network where landlords, because like it doesn't make sense for me to file an eviction and put it against them, because that's an extra $400. But I could do an eviction to like let other people know, hey, they have an eviction on their record. But at the end of the day, like they're out of my life, so that's nice. But I wish there was like a way, I'm sure there's like a network or a site where I could
Let's create one.
leave a review and be like, hey, this tenant did this and just like vanished. We'll turn this unit in 7 days. It's Wednesday right now. The trash out will be done tomorrow, Thursday. Painters will come in this weekend. So by Monday the 19th, this unit will be ready to get marketed and up for rent. But it's sat for 2 months. Right.
Why?
Because I was being lazy. I mean, I just was lazy. There's no other thing to say. You know, I know what I'm doing, what I'm not doing. And I need them to get these bins out of here too. So I just want to get photos of anything that's not in the unit, because like in the unit makes sense, like get everything out of the unit. But this stuff out here, I just want to be like, hey dude, and let's get this too. So I just told him I give him $700 if he just gets everything out, so I don't have to worry about it.